Oh, so it happened in the parking lot in Ant Jefe Gangsta Hood?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay.
So, and his cameras there. So I think he playing a role that I was just there by the weed shop, but it been a 4-month-old investigation. So a bunch of them niggas probably didn't told. You got one hit crime. He tried to kill himself. So if a nigga try to kill himself, he damn sure try to save himself.
Do you think he got a chance of beating this?
When they pick you up 4 months later, and then you go to court, 31st. Your first time, and they double your bond up like that and hit you with a 3-strike clause, they got what they got. He got to fight. Time to spend some money. If he's smart, he sell everything he got, go get a top attorney, and try to play for a 10-piece. Get out the way.
Wack100 reacts to Young Ant Jefe. Check out what he had to say, and then I'll come back with my comments.
Jefe shit was over a DP, bro.
Yeah. The nigga, what was crazy about it is, my homie hit me. He was cellies with the nigga that got killed, right? So they was in Calipat together. So I guess dude got a little bread. Like, dude got a little money. So I'm thinking, Ant Jefe, I don't think Ant Jefe touched him. But remember in the 4-month investigation, somebody had to get that nigga out of his bed in the Malibu Mountains to come over there. And I think Ant Jefe didn't get to put the call in. So what they doing is they saying he put the call in to draw him down, and then they DP'd him, but the nigga died. Now, I don't know if a nigga pick like a nigga like him, he gonna be like me. He might have a watch on, some jewelry on, some money in his pocket. So maybe they win his pockets, whatever. But I noticed that they doubled his bond up from $1 million to $2 million.
Yes,
and then they hit him with the 3-strike clause. They added, so the 3-strike clause.
Hey,
the 3-strike clause says this. Okay, let's say we can't get you for first-degree murder. Let's say we can't get you for assault, but we can get you for conspiracy because you put the call in. Conspiracy is a felony. We can use that felony to strike you, get you 25 to life.
25.
Wow.
Yeah, so one way or another, they're going to try to get Young Ant on anything. If they can't get him off the M, then they're going to get him for the 3 strikes rule. So it's going to be real strategic based off how the legal system works against Ant Jefe. But at the end of the day, allegedly, he put this on himself. If you're making calls, if you were there when this is happening, you got to fall back. You got a great gig at No Jumper. People are knowing you. You're moving people over to your YouTube channel. Why be involved like that? I get who you are, but you don't got to be active in the streets like that. But a lot of people, they see these stories, but they're still doing the same things. Young Ant Jefe effed up.
They added the 3. Everybody could have that added because it's California, but they don't use it like that. That they added it to his.
Wow, they trying to nail him.
Yeah, so
hey, Wack.
So they probably.
Now look, check this out. By dude, they say dude live in Rancho Palos Verdes, right?
He in Palos Verdes. That's a fact that I know.
The nigga coming from Palos Verdes, 51 years old, gotta have some paper.
Money. Gotta have some paper. The mortgage up there is $15,000 minimum.
Meet 2 niggas in the parking lot. I'm thinking something must have went bad, like a lick or something that they put the nigga on and they try to punish the nigga because it went wrong.
Here's the thing. If it's a lick, would have been involved in a firearm, right? Draw down on you, give it up, right? It's you in a Detroit gangster neighborhood, and it's all Detroit gangsters involved. So then they hit him with the gang enhancement as well. So the gang enhancement is there too.
So it happened in the parking lot in Ant Jefe Gangsta Hood?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay.
So and his cameras there. So I think he playing a role that I was just there by the weed shop, but it been a 4-month-old investigation. So a bunch of them niggas probably didn't told. You got one hit crime. He tried to kill himself. So if a nigga try to kill himself, he damn sure try to save himself. That's already.
Yeah, it's definitely some snitching going on. And if you're Ant Jefe, you know what? I know you abide by the street code, but if people are trying to pin this on you and you were just there, didn't know what was going on, whatever story that you got to really put out there, you may have to cooperate. I get it. You're a big bad street dude, but at the end of the day, if you didn't do this and the people around you did something and you were just there, you got to tell the truth, bro. I don't know if you got legal money for them to try to work on a deal, but if you're facing allegedly 25 to life or could face that amount of time, that's a sentence that he's not going to be able to get out of. I think he's about 35 years old, so 20 years is bad, but you add that life in there, that's it for Young Ant Jefe. If they snitching on you, you got to snitch on them.
Verified? The nigga trying to knock himself off?
Hell yeah.
Try to knock himself
Play stuff for sure. Niggas try to.
If a nigga try to kill themselves, they try to say themselves.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean,
So
that's somebody that's
but see,
mentally
here,
fucked
no,
right
I
there.
hate to say it. I hate to say it, but I'm gonna say it. Y'all be hearing me laugh at these. They be like, yeah, what? We outside. We members. We still on the block. This is why you never catch Wack outside as the member on the block. Because see, when I go outside, I ain't got to worry about that type of shit, parking lots and all this type of shit. And you said you and your neighborhoods, it was a gang-related situation, it's a DP and it's all this shit. I'm at least have a leg to stand on the self-defense, a mutual combat, or just what it was. Not though you was over here on some gangbang shit and your homies over here jealous and they didn't toll on you. Over the last 4 months, I guarantee you these 10 niggas told on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, say what you want to say about Wack. He's this or that, but he moves accordingly. He has a history. He's been active in the streets, and he understands things can get real bad if he's just out there freelancing, not paying attention. So he's going to fall back. You may want to be like, hey, Wack, come to the park. Come to this place. Come to the hood day. Whatever. But he's got to move accordingly. Wack has a lot to lose. Yeah, he may talk his talk online, but he knows how to move. If you're Young Ant Jefe, you've been all over No Jumper for over a year now. Your celebrity has gone through the roof. You're a hood legend. People want to see you. People want to meet you. And people may want to do something to you. And if they have an opportunity, knowing your history in the streets, they'll try to snitch on you, and they're going to try to get some time off their sentence. Again, if you're Young Ant Jefe, you got a great gig at No Jumper. Even if you do snitch, I know Adam 22, he'll get you back on No Jumper. Do what you got to do, Ant Jefe, to get out this situation. Get as less time as possible.
Because for somebody, for them to say he put the call in, somebody had to tell him that.
Yeah, because
cameras don't show him doing that.
A lot of people gonna listen to this audio and they gonna be like, "Yo, California don't got no self-defense." Hey, Rich, speak on that, bro.
No, California do have a tentative self-defense.
No.
You don't have the
to all the dumbass gangbangers
necessary to retreat.
If you have a gun that you're not supposed to have, ain't no self-defense intact in line. If you ain't supposed to have that gun. Now, if you in the car with your and she got a licensed gun and something go around and you grab it, you got action. But if you have a pistol that you're not supposed to have and you kill it with that gun, you ain't got no self-defense coming. I'm sorry, my nigga.
See?
Ain't gonna happen.
No, you're gonna get a manslaughter.
You ain't supposed to have a gun.
You won't get a homicide, you'll get a manslaughter.
No, you might get a murder too, which still carry a L. It's a soft L, but it's a L.
It could be a murder too, it could be a voluntary
Now, if
manslaughter.
you go with a hand-to-hand combat, you jig a nigga up, stab a nigga up, you got action, that's what it is. But if you ain't supposed to have it, you know what I'm saying?
I know. I'm saying, look, based off the fact that we know that he's a felon, he ain't supposed to have a firearm, but still he was in a life-threatening situation.
What you mean? Well, what's a life-threatening situation?
They're approaching him.
You got All-Star J in the stand your ground state looking at 15 years in the feds in a life-threatening situation.
Yeah.
And he in a state where you can have a pistol.
Yeah, but he pursued and shot the people going towards the elevator, then came back and shot Ben 10,
that all goes towards mental
over.
State. That goes towards mental state. That's like you walking in a nigga fucking your wife and you gun him down.
No, it doesn't. I mean, we read the stand your ground law in Texas, and it doesn't coincide with the actions that All-Star JR took.
If you think any gang member, documented felon, could kill a nigga with a firearm in the streets and get
away with
self-defense, you out your fucking mind.
Get away with that.
Not gonna happen. Now, I might get away with it because I ain't got no more felonies. I just spent a bunch of money. Yeah, my record is clean. I ain't got nothing. My misdemeanors is even gone. I ain't got a...
Yeah, you got to know your self-defense laws. You got to know everything. If you're out there active, know what's going on. Have a budget for your legal team. Do what you got to do legally to make sure you're in good standing. You can't be out there in the streets just wilding out and not have enough money for a legal defense team.
What I'm trying to tell you is it's a murder robbery. So I'm sure dude from living where he living, he ain't no slouch. I'm pretty sure.
You got that paper.
And here come the special circumstances. You melt it here and you take some special circumstances. They ain't thinking. I think Ant Jefe in his head, I ain't touched nobody. Right? That's what he thinking. But if you got a nigga over here saying Ant called him to come down, they got you. The
Yeah, cause
driver
that's
get
what the
more time
dude
than the
said.
shooter.
That dude who be going against no jumper and point and shoot. He said when he looked at the penal code, the penal code said that he wasn't like Young Ant Jefe wasn't the direct cause of the death, but he was
Was
there.
let you know his homies is telling.
Hey, his best.
Yeah, snitching going on, and if he wasn't involved directly with the dude being RIP'd, then basically let me pin it on somebody. Let me put it on the gangster dude that ain't gonna snitch. Ant Jefe. If you're Ant Jefe, do what you gotta do to legally get out this situation. Snitch on everybody.
Bail got increased because they charged him with malice with forethought.
Okay, what does that tell you? That means they saying you the mastermind.
Yeah.
Somebody
not
saying
necessarily you
he the one orchestrated the play.
Look what it says.
But that Sporty Face saying that the only reason his bail went up, he said it on the 24-hour live yesterday. He said the only reason his bail went up is because it's like Flakko is putting
Again, a
other
dummy.
shit out there.
In his credibility, Flakko talking about a taco stand. Don't got to do with the parking lot. Yeah, he's in his credibility, but he's a dummy. Let me ask y'all, who the Sporty Face, bro? That's 4 Extras family who Adam used to antagonize dude when he got a diss song out on him, and he said fuck his family and went up to No Jumper. Right? Let's just be real. Who is the? Where he come? What? Who is he? He get paid $150 for 5 hours to sit down and be milked. That's what he is.
So you saying that's a fact? They get paid like $150?
I'm telling you what they get paid. You notice ain't nobody went against it.
You right.
Hey, let me tell y'all what that malice for forethought.
Yeah, the money probably ain't good at No Jumper, but it is a solid paycheck. You got to leverage that celebrity. What Ant Jefe was doing was cool because he had that YouTube channel. A lot of people at No Jumper are doing it. Poetik Flakko, he's doing the same. Leverage that fame and notoriety on No Jumper and move it over to your platform. But as far as Spoety, Face, and Wack, someone call up Aiden Ross. We need to see them in the ring. You got to handle that fade.
Because this goes into the DP situation. Look, it says, if prosecutors believe someone participated in a violent act where death was a foreseeable outcome, even a so-called disciplinary punishment or group beating, they may try to argue implied malice or felony murder, depending on the acts.
What they're saying is, and it take an A-tray to say it, somebody told them people, Ant Jefe masterminded, bro. Now this goes to tell you, remember I told you, bro, my homies can't, it's only 3 of my homies can talk to me. My homies cannot just come talk to me. You got to talk to them. Because you're not going to be able to go do that. You're not going to be able to go say, Wack was standing amongst us and did this.
Hey, look, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense why his cellmate, why his Cody wanted to kill himself. He didn't want the snitch jacket. He snitched on him because he realized that he snitched on him.
It ain't necessarily be him. It could be, bro, this is 4 months.
They said it was only them 2 there.
No, it's just a 4-month investigation. You know how many niggas getting picked up for dope and guns, and they running. You know, they got CI. Your hood, they hood. They a big hood.
All you gotta do is find another one. You just invited another one.
Any with a big hood, no, it's a bunch of niggas over there working. You just don't know who.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What's your senses on it though, Wack? Do you think that they got a chance of beating it?
Yeah. What'd you say?
Do you think he got a chance of beating this shit?
Usually when it's a 4 month. See, when I thought they picked him up for the taco stand shit, he had action because that's something that just happened, right?
Right.
But when they pick you up 4 months later, and then you go to court, 31st. Your first time, and they double your bond up like that and hit you with a 3-strike clause, they got what they got. He got to fight. Time to spend some money. If he's smart, he sell everything he got, go get a top attorney, and try to play for a 10-piece. Get out the way. Because once they listen, he's already been in a situation where his homies told on him in the feds.
Yeah, when he went to the feds.
They told on him once already. And then the last told on him, he didn't do nothing to him. That's the one that just died. The little Ceddy dude. They was a little mad at him that he talked about him after he died, not when he was here. So when they got you for 4 months investigation, then pick you up, and you knowing that you was part of the chatter in the background, somebody talking to them people.
So you mean to tell me Ant Jefe got snitched on in the feds and then got snitched on again? That's a one-strike rule. You snitch on me the first time, next time I'm in a situation, I'm snitching on everybody. You got to get out the streets, Ant Jefe. You got to tell the truth.
So now you thinking about every time they done raided, we like, damn, how they know where to go? You never know who's who, bro. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? So if you think a neighborhood that big ain't got right there talking, you crazy. They chose to pick him up when they felt they had enough. They could have picked it up 2 months ago, 3 months ago. They chose to grab me now when they felt he had enough. And then he got a Cody that tried to kill himself so he hit the home station. That's not a good look. He tried
So
to
that nigga Munchie B said that it was a possibility that would lower the bond, but in fact they
Nah, he don't
the
know what he
bond.
talking about. He ain't never even been in this situation. Munchie B never see it our way, respectfully.
No pun intended.
Yeah, he don't. Look, he need to tell us how he beat them gun cases he got caught with. You
Yeah,
know he ain't talking
he's
about that.
blind. Like, can you beat that because you blind?
Yeah,
No,
I didn't know. I didn't see it.
No bullshit.
So if I get my blind nigga, like if I put all the pipes on my blind nigga, that's good.
They might hit him with special circumstances because he's blind with a gun.
Yeah, but that don't mean you gonna beat it.
Hell no, you're a felon. You been to the joint. How that you got an OR? Hey, you get ORs on your first time going punk. You don't get no ORs. You an ex-con. You done been to jail for.
In other words, Ant Jefe, he effed up. He's going to go to jail for a very long time unless he has a good legal team. Hopefully Adam 22 can put money on his books or, hire him a good lawyer. He's going to need at least $200K to post bond now that it's up to $2 million. So whatever you got to do, like Wack is saying, sell everything, hire a good legal team, and try to get that 10-piece. But I don't know, man. It looked like it's a wrap for Ant Jefe, but he can do one thing. He can tell the truth. If you had nothing to do with this or you want to try to lower your time and you feel as though there's already a snitch in the crew, you got to do what you got to do. If everybody gonna snitch, then I'm gonna snitch too, because they're trying to place it on the most gangster dude that's about that. And it looks like that's Ant Jefe. Let's go ahead and pin everything on him because he gonna keep it solid. That ain't cool. You got to snitch too. I don't blame him if he does. And then after that, you can go back to No Jumper as a changed man. That's gonna be some good content. Adam 22 might even increase his pay if he snitches and goes back to No Jumper. Could be a strategic move for Ant Jefe.